Less than P data end equals 543 data start equals 79 greater than Canada. Post has officially turned down the Canadian Union of Postal Workers, that is CUPW, proposal for binding arbitration, a decision that's sparking renewed frustration and deepening an already tense labor standoff. Speaking candidly about the situation, it's clear we're watching a significant flashpoint in Canadian labor relations unfold. One that affects not only the nearly 60,000 workers involved, but also millions of Canadians who rely on regular mail service. Less than op data end equals 979 data start equals 545 greater than. In a statement released over the weekend, Canada Post made it clear they believe binding arbitration would be a long and complicated process, potentially dragging on for more than a year. They argue that the best way forward is through a vote that gives employees a direct say. Specifically, a vote on the final offers already presented to the union. From their perspective, this approach is quicker and ensures workers have a voice. Less than P data end equals 1437 data start equals 981 greater than. But the CUPW is having none of it. They're saying this move by the corporation is just another example of Canada Post's unwillingness to negotiate in good faith. In a strongly worded response, the union called the rejection of arbitration a demonstration that CPC is not interested in a reasonable outcome. Their concern is that a forced vote won't actually solve anything, could even backfire by widening internal rifts and prolonging the uncertainty. Less than P data end equals 1842. Data start equals 1,439 greater than. The union had made the call for arbitration just a day after Canada Post requested Labour Minister Patty Hajdu to intervene and mandate a vote. CUPW maintains that arbitration is the most fair and effective way to break the deadlock. They argue that, given the current impasse and the lengthy negotiation history, over 18 months without a deal, it's the only path that leads to a truly neutral resolution. Less than APE data end equals 2064 data, start equals 1,844 greater than. From the government side, Minister Hajdu has urged both parties to keep negotiating in good faith. While her office is still reviewing Canada Post's request for a vote, federal mediators are standing by, ready to help. Less than PAIC data end equals 2461 data start equals 2066 greater than. But this dispute isn't happening in a vacuum. Canada Post is facing serious financial trouble. They reported a staggering $1.3 billion operating loss in 2024, with revenue dropping over 12% compared to the year before. The corporation claims its final offer is designed to restore stability, not just for its workforce, but for Canadians across the country who depend on mail and parcel services. Less than P data end equals 272. 2 data start equals 2,463 greater than. Still, CUPW remains skeptical. They see the vote as a backdoor tactic, essentially a way to impose contract terms without resolving core issues. Their stance is that arbitration could bring both sides back to the table in a fair, structured, and impartial way. Less than P data end equals 3067 data is last node equals data is only node equals data start equals 2,724 greater than. So here we are, one side pushing for a vote, the other insisting on arbitration, and the gap between them only seems to be widening. With tensions high and no agreement in sight, it's hard to say when or how this will end. What's certain is that the outcome will shape the future of Canada Post and the rights of its workers for years to come. Stay subscribed for more videos.